Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Ginger. So I bought a new set of watercolors. I got this Art Nouveau set from Gansai Tambi, and I adore this palette. I have the 48 set of the regular colors, but I have been wanting this set for so long, and I've had it, it's been like out of stock. So I've had it on order and I just got it yesterday. And I am in love with all these colors. So last night I just went through and did my swatches, and hopefully you guys can see, if you don't have this palette, what just beautiful shades they have. It's really very neutral shades, a lot of like nature inspired colors, it looks like. So, but I love them, love them, love them. So today I wanted to come in and play with them just a little bit. So today what I thought we would do is just do a little bit of watercolor practice, maybe some doodles. But I thought it would be good for, testing out my new palette. So what I like to do with these Gansai Tambis, because they are fairly opaque, so I like to put a little bit in a palette and then just add some water to it to thin them out. Just because I like them kind of thin. But this way, if you do it like this, you can have the thinner and the thicker, depending on what you want to do. But I think these are just gorgeous. So I just picked out 3 colors that I thought went well together. Gosh, I really have never been a big fan of, like, I don't know, colors like this. This is called pea green. And boy, I tell you what, it just dries beautiful. I love it so much. I really like it when these colors dry. There is, you can tell there's a lot of different colors inside of them. It's not just like one solid color, which is pretty fun. It's Venetian red. Of course, it doesn't look like red at all, but it does actually have some kind of rusty red color in there, and the little dark brown flecks. These are just so interesting. I love them. Okay, let me quit talking about how much I love these. All right, that's pretty good. I might need some more of this. First color here is flax beige, I believe that's correct. Sorry, I probably should have had these all thinned out before I started. I'm just going to go through and do some lines like you would do for pressure control. Just kind of pushing down and pulling up. See if I can do this without doing it crooked. Okay, just push down and lift up. It makes this cool little line, bumpy shape. Man, these colors are kind of hard to rinse out of your brush. Let's see, so I think for the next line, let's see, let's I want to do it the same. I think I had enough pigment mixed in here. So this little paper, little pad that I'm working with today is little 4x6. Well, that got ugly quick. Trying to make a little bit more solid line. All right, Ginger, quit messing with it. So this is not 100% cotton paper. This is, let's see, what is this? It's cold press, 140 pounds, just a little 4x6 block. And I've been liking to kind of practice with these because I've been using this, oh, here, let me show you. This, is Arteza. And Arteza normally does, pretty good stuff, but the paper in here is not really meant for watercolor, I don't think. Anyway, it just doesn't act the same to me as watercolor paper, so I've been kind of just practicing on these little blocks. And I do like warm-up exercises. Those colors, they're so good. Oop, I knew that was going to happen. Yep, sure enough. Got the water all down the side of my block here. Dang it. It's funny how it leaves this little puddle in the middle. This little puddle of pigment. I want that color. I'm not trying to be too precise here. Really, we're just practicing, playing. All right, let's see. I think 2 more rows ought to fill us up. Get the pink. Let's go back to the green. So funny how that just stays in that same spot, little puddle. If you do this the right way, which I'm not doing, this is really good practice for using your brush to make the strokes that you can use for like a lot of botanical stuff. You can do just leaves and flowers. They all kind of use the same stroke. Just lift up, push down, lift up, push back down while you're dragging. Really, if you want better color on these, you really should let them dry and then go back and add more pigment instead of messing around with them like I did that one. All right, guys, I may give that a second coat once it dries, and then I will come back and we will play with some doodling. This is editing Ginger back for a voiceover. So I went back through and added a little more pigment to those lines just because they were so light. And then I found this little stamp that I thought was pretty cute. So you're catching me cheating here with my little stamp. And I just put some, what is that? Tim Holtz Distress Ink in Antique Linen. And covered the stamp with that. And put that down in the middle. And the reason is that is just such a light color that you can go over it in pretty much any color you want to and be able to cover it up. So that's my little trick. I was cheating instead of just drawing the heart. And then I decided to go over it with gold. I used my Jelly Roll metallic pen. It's not the best, and it certainly doesn't show up very good on camera. It shows up pretty good in real life, but I'm having some difficulty deciding what I want to use for my gold. I also have the gold Posca, but that one I don't think even looks as good as the Jelly Roll does. And then I have another pen, like a Deco Art gold pen, but that one has a like a calligraphy nib on it, and I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do all these little small flowers with that point on it. So I'm just outlining the little flowers. Sorry for my head. Sorry for all the video difficulties. This has definitely been a learning experience for me with this whole videoing process. So I sure appreciate you guys being graceful, being understanding. This is new for me, and I'm sticking my head in the camera. But I will get better over time. And if you guys don't mind hitting the like button if you are liking the content, and subscribe, as I have lots more ideas for stuff to come. And any interaction with the channel sure does help push my videos out. So I certainly appreciate you. So just going through and finishing up the outline of this. I'm not sure that I gave you guys the names of all the colors I use. The watercolor. So the first one out of the Art Nouveau set was 401 Flax Beige. And then the pink color was 303 Mauve Taupe. Lovely color. And then the green was 501 Pea Green. And I'll try to remember to put those in the description as well. Of course, you can use any colors that you have, whatever is on hand that you like to use. This is really just kind of a warm-up exercise. Doing little things like this, I think, on a daily basis really helps keep your control good, like muscle memory. Develop muscle memory. And keep it strong. So I'm going over now just with the gold pen, outlining these little patterns that I made. And I really just think that my colors are just such a light shade. I think if I had used darker colors, the gold would have showed up more. And I have seen some folks using a gold mica ink, which I may try using. I do have a ruling pen, so you may see that in the future. I'm getting a ruling pen, and I also have some gold leaf, liquid gold leaf. So that sounds like it could be a fun combination. So you guys may see that here in the future. So I hope these little videos at least give you some inspiration for the day. Pull out your art supplies, use what you have, and just create. It is just so important in my mind just to create. I find it so relaxing, and it makes me happy. I would be a very sad person, I think, if I couldn't make things, just create. I think it's good for your well-being and your mental health, even 5 minutes a day. If you can squeeze it in. I say squeeze it. All right, so I decided to go through with a white pen and do the outlines on the mauve color pattern. But I don't know if it had just been too long since I used, that's my Uniball Signo. And normally it's a great pen, but for some reason, it just was not working out very well for me at all. It was kind of making some scratchy marks in there. So you'll see eventually I give up on this, and I grab my Posca pen, my white Posca pen. I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to order a new Uniball. I'm just adding the little outline on the inside of these shapes. Put a little dot in between. I wasn't really sure if I should go inside the heart with the doodles or just to keep it plain on the inside. But I think I eventually decided to go in and do the inside as well. As long as it wasn't super close to the flowers. All right, and I'm going in with the Posca here. And all I'm doing is just basically just covering up, redoing that white from that Uniball. It's really wound up turning out pretty cute. Of course, it always looks so much better in person. On camera, but maybe some of that has to do with my camera setup. So I've got to figure something out where I quit sticking my head in there. I'm just adding the little white centers to the flowers. But I also see where this gold heart is not really popping against that light colored background. So I don't think I got it on video, but I did take a second with my black pen, just a Micron, which you'll see here in a second. Yeah, this Micron. See, I went through here and just kind of not outlined, but just inside the gold line, just reinforce those petal shapes, and then also the outline of the heart with kind of a squiggly outline, just so it would pop up against that background. And here I'm just making some little swirls inside the green, just for a fun little shape. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for, constructive feedback. If you see something that, if you have any tips for me as far as video. I don't know if anybody that has a channel or has experience would be watching this, but if you do, I'm all ears. I'm a little out of frame just for a second, but I just went through with the Micron pen, and I'm just adding little polka dots on these beige color lines. They are outlined in gold, but like I said, you really can't see it very well. So I just went all along the inside of the gold line, just to kind of give it a little pop. I thought I would speed this up just a little bit. Nobody has time to watch dots in slow-mo, right? I hope you guys are doing something fun today. Fun project. I always like to turn on YouTube and listen to my favorite folks while I'm making something, painting or making something fun. Even if it's a tutorial type video and they're making something completely different, I just enjoy having their voice in the background. Makes me feel like I've got somebody here with me. So I sure appreciate any constructive feedback, any comments. Like I said, let me know if you have a favorite gold that you love. I also have an ink. I have an acrylic ink, but I don't know that I don't really like the shade of gold. You wouldn't think there would be so many different shades of gold, but it looks kind of orangey to me and I really don't care for it. Otherwise I probably would have tried that. All right, we're coming to the end here. All I'm doing now is putting some little heart shapes in the middle of these pink patterns, these little pink bubbles, just to kind of tie the heart together with the background. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Got a little inspiration from it. There should be more videos coming and much better quality. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I appreciate you. Enjoyed hanging out with you, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye, y'all.